the next one, it may be too late. Prepare now, trust no official story, and remember when the lights go out, you're on your own. Hey, may Yahweh Shin Yahweh shall be with you. I came to make hear this video, you Aqua. Let me see, let me get a preset right here in 2nd Ezra's. Book of 2nd Ezra's. Let me see. It says, I'm gonna start right here. It says in verse 12, verse 11, Salaka. It says, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before and will destroy all the land thereof. And if you read about the story of what happened in Egypt when the plagues was hitting, it was darkness there too. No new thing under the sun. That which has been is that which will be done, roughly paraphrasing. Now it says, Egypt shall mourn, the foundation of it shall be split with a plague of punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it. And till the ground shall mourn, for the sea shall fail through the blessing and the hail, and with the fearful consolation. Because when them storms come and different weather patterns switch up, you can try to grow all the shit you want. That weather will throw off your whole crop system, especially if it's not inside. And even if you do have an inside irrigation system, a crop system set up, a grow house, if you don't have the proper tools, electricity and water and all that, that shit gonna fuck up too. So the Most High know how to get you from all sides. That's why you have to fear the Lord. Now it says, verse 14 says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. One people should stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. And you got all these militias and all this different stuff. They're gonna be doing that shit. Not only militia, you got people that's ex-military, police, whatever. You got all these people that's doomsday preppers. You're going to have a bunch of division going on. It's already super division going on right now. With more when people lose resources and people start preying on one another. It says in verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They should not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions to stand in their power, a man should desire to go into the city and should not be able. But because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And if men gonna be afraid, well, more of these damn women, man. I say that a lot in videos because you have a lot of women be playing these games and saying they don't need no man and all that. Men gonna be flocking. So like women are gonna be flocking to men when this type of shit happens because they're gonna need security, they're gonna need guidance, they're gonna need a list of things. The book of Isaiah mentions how a man should be a high place, a rock in a weary land. There's water in a dry land, so roughly paraphrasing. It's not just talking about any man, it's talking about a man of the Most High, a man of God. Now it says, in verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with a sword and spoil their goods. And that's what's going to happen. So you storing up all that shit, and the Most High not with you, he going to send a mob to your shit, and they just going to raid your shit, and that's going to be it. They gonna raid your shit, put you to death, probably grape your woman, or whatever they're going to do, and they're going to have their way, man. They not going to have no pity. Well, people, because a lot of people don't fast. I always go around and ask people this. How many days have you ever fasted, or if you ever fasted? And if you fasted, what was the maximum amount of days you fasted? Most people barely can get past 1 day or 2 days. So imagine it being like 4 or 5 days, no power, no electricity, or certain basic necessities. Imagine 2 weeks. Man, people gonna lose it. They're gonna be going with that sword. You got a lot of weapons around right now, so it ain't like people don't have access to guns and ammo. So they're gonna be bugging out, doing what they want to do. Because the police gonna be trying to protect their family members. Firefighter ain't gonna be no calling no ambulance, none of that shit, because they're gonna be trying to look out for their own family members as well. You may have some people that try to be good Samaritans and shit, but that's gonna be slim to none. Now it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread for great tribulation. Behold, says Yahweh, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me. Because people gonna be like, hey man, this gotta be something God did. This gotta be divine. Even though Esau be having their hands and shit, the only reason why Esau had their hands and shit because the Most High allowed him to. Now it says, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, and Lebanus, to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to them. Verse 21 says, like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, because you got people in this society, a lot of people don't regard this. There are a lot of people in society, in this world right now, that the Most High have chosen, has favor over. And people be doing a bunch of bullshit, and they think they're just going to get away scot-free and ride off into the sunset. He said, so will I do also on recompense in their bosom, thus saith the Lord. My right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. Let me see. I'm going to read on some more. Jump down to verse 27. It says, for now all the plagues come upon the whole earth, and you shall remain in them. But Yahweh shall not deliver you, because you have sinned against him. Behold, it says a horrible vision and the appearance thereof from the east. And that's what's going to happen, man. It's gonna be straight carnage out here. So, and the other precepts go more into when the third woe pop off, which I ain't going to get into that. I'll say that for another lesson. Well, all Jacob's trouble, like I mentioned in the book of Daniel, mentions in the book of, I want to say, Zechariah, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be a time like never before. A third is going to be brought through the fire, refined as gold and silver is tried and refined. 2/3 will perish and die. It's going to be a lot of death, man, a lot of shit going on. So, hey, stay prayed up. Pay attention to what's going on.